Good evening, and welcome back to a slightly promptly starting Division 3 stream because we're jumping straight in for the reverse grid sprint here at Monza. The first time we've done this outside of test races. And at Monza, reverse grid into turn 1 is probably going to be one of the best places to test it out, because it should be rather exciting, as we're still waiting for Marcelo to just load in.
Yeah, I mean, we had a test for it in Brazil a few months at this point ago, and that went quite well. We introduced it for the full season. We've got a dry start at least, and it looks sunny skies, so
Yeah.
I would say looking like a full dry sprint race.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect the rain to come in the span of only a few laps here at Monza, and yeah, Mihai says all dry. But the race, we have no idea what the weather's going to be, because it has to be a new lobby to make the reverse grid work.
Well, not new lobby, we're saying in this one, but of course we have to load into a new race.
Yeah, new race, which means the weather gets reset, the tyre allocation gets reset, so it doesn't really matter what people use here. And it wouldn't... yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, new setup, new tyre allocation, new everything. So it's a full reset after the 25% race. Of course, we take the results from the sprint race as the grid for the main race. But other than that, the sprint race is a wholly separate event, basically.
There's no points scored, is there?
There's points.
Oh, there is.
It's
Is it just F1 sprint points?
I believe it's the old, like, pre-2010 point system, but I should know.
Yeah. Right, formation.
I don't know.
Here we go then. The formation lap
What
gets
tyres are people on?
underway,
That will
and
be the
excitement
main
here is
thing.
building.
Mostly medium. Interesting. I thought it'd be a soft medium.
Mihai soft,
Which team will come out
which
on top?
makes sense.
Who's
Down in
got
12,
their
championship
strategies
leader,
right
of
for
course.
today's race? Well,
He's got a
we'll
few
see.
drivers behind him, being those who have done less than 2 races, or is it 2 or fewer races?
Correct, yeah. If you've done less than 2 races, you're starting from the back.
Yeah, just to make it so you don't get a fast reserve turning up and immediately winning.
from
But
today's
we're
race.
already pretty much jumping in
Done with their
to the first
race
bit of racing
engineers.
action of the
Showing
race.
their
No one's going
plans,
to be too stopping, soft,
strategies
soft,
are
hard.
always.
Who's going to be doing that? Mihai starting on soft will be one to watch out for. Obviously, he'll be wanting to work his way through the field, the championship leader, and should be one of the faster guys out here today. But those starting further up, obviously, those who have done less well in the previous races will get quite the advantage, having to get through less cars into Monza Turn 1. But who knows what's going to happen, really, as we already heading to fire red lights ahead of the Monza Sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go, and Harley does seem to have gone away pretty well, but he gets a big bit of traction. There's Action Rig at the wall already as we head down into turn 1. There's cars out, Action Rig's out from pole position. I think that's someone else slamming into the wall, and we've had a safety car. Bazooka leads, always in second place, Edwin in third on those hard tyres. It's 10-second time bounties down in the field for Aussie, Viral, Lucas and Alex, the G there, as Marcelo's got damage. Those who have gone on the softs, will everyone pit now? I mean, does it make sense to pit now with being lap 1 of 13? If you're at the back, you might as well, I reckon.
Wait, under safety car, probably. What? Just what the fuck?
We
We didn't even make turn 1, lads.
I thought Harley got a good start, but then he got a huge bit of traction. Action Rick
The
got
front two, like, both spun off the line?
yeah. And then everyone with a 10 second will surely pit. Right? You got to serve that now, because otherwise you're just going to be... Oh, Pix is disconnected at some point. Let's where is he?
He's
There he
not online yet.
I
I'll
sent
try
him
invite
first
him.
him.
Okay.
Now,
I turned on my microphone, by the way. Marcelo, that was a bit loud. Hopefully it's better now.
it's fine.
Maybe you can tell me.
It's fine, yeah.
Okay.
I've...
We need to also invite PC Woody.
yeah, that would help. Alex has got another 10-second bounty. He's got 20 seconds for a collision with Harley. Right, Bazooka stays out. Owens has just been spun into the pit lane by Edwin. Owens and Edwin just crashed in the pit lane, and Owens has been spun. So it's a Haas 1-2, Pix in third place, having not been able to pit. Alex G has got a 30-second penalty. He's now just given up and retired. So the top few... Aussie having just served his penalty is going to screw over Maxi. So it's going to be Edwin who emerges on the medium tyres, having started on the hards. He's got to do a long stint on those mediums, but they will make it if he tire saves. And then everyone
I'm
else
unsure
is on
about
hards.
people going for mediums here. Jonathan, Edwin, might be a bit of trouble on those
Edwin
tires.
started
Nobody
on
else.
hards. He couldn't go on to another hard. I think Jonathan started softs, which is interesting why he's gone for the...
I can tell you exactly why he's done that. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's not played this game, so he doesn't know the tire wear around Monza is like double what it was last year. So he
Yeah.
thinks a 13-lap medium stint is easy.
Yeah, 13
And
lap
it's,
medium
it's,
stint
it's very
sounds
possible.
easy.
Like,
Yeah.
he'll make the end, but it won't be pretty.
Yeah, yeah. And he's only going to do 10 laps or so of actual racing. Yeah, I'm just...
But of course, I think the tire wear is even higher for a 25% as well. At least I think it should be.
I think it's the same as 50%.
Because Flavors asked me earlier, I told him it's double. Because I assumed it was, but I don't do 25%
No, I think
races
it's
that
the
often.
same as 50%. I'm fairly sure
Is it?
25, 35 and 50 are all the same tyre wear, with 100 being half and a 5-lapper being weird as well. Because a 5-lapper has less tyre wear than a 25%. Because a soft can do 5 laps comfortably every track. I don't know. Also, Harley has overtaken Pix on the safety car, so now Pix is down to 4 and still not being able to join. So yeah, that's not going to help him at all.
I can't even invite picks because it won't let me scroll down to the
Yeah.
second page of my friends list of my offline list. So I literally can't invite him.
I've sent him a couple through Steam, but
He's not going. I think he's back.
is he?
Yeah, he's
Oh
back.
yeah, he is. Yeah. Okay, so he's down to P. He's been overtaken. Okay, he's down to P4. Has he just got an illegal on Edwin? I think he has. I think he's just got an illegal there on Edwin, and he's had to give the place back, and now he's P5, behind Edwin, who's pitted. Edwin's going off the track to let him through. Okay, so Pix is back up into 4th, where he should be. I think he should be 3rd, actually. No, he's got an illegal again. Edwin's trying to do the right thing and let him pass, but he's got. But Pix is just getting illegal for it.
I think now that's under because Edmund was fully off track
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That should be. That's the way to do it.
But the fielder hasn't even caught up. Like, Lucas there is coming through the second chicane.
I think Lucas did serve a 10-second penalty, so that might be
Yeah.
why he's further back than everybody else.
Marcelio will just catch up here. No,
Oh,
Edwin's
Edmund
gone
and
back
Pix are
fast.
still swapping.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car has been called in already.
Yeah. End of lap 3 makes
And we get to
sense.
do. Hopefully this time we actually make turn 1. I mean, this time they don't have to do a grid start,
Yeah.
so they shouldn't all just spin off the line.
They're a little bit, and they're a bit less bunched up because they're not going 2x2. Yeah, but those...
Thing is, Mihai starting, well, not quite dead last, but championship leader in reverse sprint race, so at the back,
yeah,
is now effectively, of course, Edwin is also going to the end, but he's P2 out of the hard runners.
yeah,
Just like that, because the start was so crazy.
yeah,
It's turned the reverse grid completely upside down.
yep. And the people that...
Bazooka has
yeah, Bazooka's
gone, and he's
gone,
caught
yeah.
Flavors off guard completely.
Yep. And that should be more than enough for him to maintain a very comfortable lead into turn 1. Edwin has been caught napping by that as well. He's sitting 1.1 seconds behind. Owa's been caught napping. There's huge gaps across the field. Mihai here, is he going to be able to go for the move and get past? Or is he just going to be too far back? Fast up at the race from Lucas on the safety car restart. He's had to race to catch up to the train. But I think they're all going to make it into turn 1, possibly without a single overtake here on the...
Lucas
Mihai's
going for
going
it.
to try. Oh no, why do you think he's got the run on the switchback? Out of turn 2, is he going to quite be there as they head around turn 3? There's a little bit of contact between the two of them, but I think Owais is going to have enough to hold him off. Here comes Mihai again, though, on the inside, and I think he might just have enough this time around as he moves up into P6 there, and the leader of the hard runners, but he's sitting 1.5 seconds behind Pix, and will that be enough for him to close up in the next 9 laps or so? Assuming we don't get any further stoppages to this race. You'd imagine he will, especially once Edwin's tyres get suboptimal, but it depends how easily he can clear the traffic in front of him.
So yeah, Mihai, just like that, in an amazing spot to win this race already, I would say. He's the favorite now, because the only car in front of Valentino is Edwin, who will definitely slug him with tire wear towards the end. The trump card Edwin has here is that he is in this leading DRS train, whereas Mihai is not.
Yeah.
So you can use this to try and get away from him. Especially
Yeah.
since for now, of course, that top 5 on the mediums will be faster. As I think we're about to see a swap for the lead. Flavors very close to his teammate Bazooka.
There he
And goes up the inside into turn 1.
And he was a
Bazooka
second behind after
turning
the
the ERS
restart.
off, lets him go.
Hey, like, Flavors has gained that, basically a second a lap on Bazooka. Harley there is a little bit outside the DRS, which isn't going to be ideal for Edwin. Who's
Oh,
gonna want to
Viral and
get-
Aussie with a collision at the first corner. Aussie goes off, Viral goes deep, and Aussie rejoins behind both Viral and Jonathan.
And he's now
And
under
Jonathan
pressure
now
from his
with a
teammate
run on
Maxi as
Viral.
well. He's going to try and go past. I think the Sabers will swap positions there. It's Viral
Yeah,
down
Aussie is
in
completely out of
P8.
EAS
He's also
now.
under pressure from Jonathan, who's going to tuck in behind. Yeah, Harley's got back within the second of the two Hasses out front, which is going to be a big benefit. Miho's still not in this DRS train. And so Edwin's going to hope he can get a few cars between him and the championship leader. And that
Takes the
might
great
help
run on
him.
Edwin here.
Yeah, Pix, of course,
But I think
having to
he's
pit
backed out of it.
Yeah. So he does back out of it. Makes sense to do so. Pix still has to pit in this race, Edwin being the leader of those that don't have to do so. Yeah, we've not seen the yellow flag since the safety car restart, which is an improvement.
Well, I have it constantly.
Yeah,
You know,
but
sector 1 has been yellow flagged the entire time for some
yeah,
reason.
it does that until you get the first yellow flag since the safety car restart. As coming into the pits is Bazooka, quite early, going at the end of lap 5.
Not even. But halfway through.
Yeah, but considering everything, is we've only gone green flag for a couple of laps.
Viral with a run and a move on Obice towards turn 1.
There he goes.
And that's him up into 6th position.
Yeah, so he's got a second and a half to catch Mihai. Ooh, slide from Jonathan there on the exit isn't going to help those medium tyres one bit, as he's now going to be under pressure from Maxi, who's going to go around the outside and move up into 8th place with the better
Now
tyres.
look at the gap from Bazooka to Marcelio, and that I think shows it was significantly better to pit under the safety car. He's now 15 seconds back, which is a gap that you can't really overcome.
And it's basically a free stop for him, as otherwise has gone off there. Maxi all over the back of him, won't be quite enough to get past. Harley sitting outside the DRS of Flavors, and Edwin hanging around the 1 second of him as well, as Mihai is closing in, and just closing in quickly, 1.1 seconds now to Pix. I'm not sure if he's quite going to have enough to get into the DRS down the main straight, but he's going to be close if he does. And actually, yeah, as I say that, in within 9/10 of a second now, and will get the DRS, and Pix looks more likely to drop out here as they head round the final corner. He is going to get...
Big midfield scrap here.
Scrapping.
Maxi, Jonathan, Aussie and Lucas all very close together. As Flavors is in the pits.
Yeah. And now Harley takes the lead of the race, but he's still got to pit, of course. Edwin doesn't really need to hurry in getting past.
Jonathan Rio takes Maxi. And Lucas might have a look at Aussie, but he's out of EIS. Aussie now turning defense into attack, goes to the outside of his teammate towards turn 1. But that teammate breaks too late, goes into the side of Jonathan. Sends him into a half spin, gets wing damage himself from Maxi.
Aussie
Lucas
now
slips
in
through on them
7th.
both.
Here comes Lucas trying to go back past Aussie and up into 7th place. If he can... I know, he's turned off the battery. I think he's going to be that little bit too far back unless he goes for a lunge into the chicane. Oh, he's hit him! And pushed him off the track, spinning round. Aussie's facing the wrong way. And that's going to send him out of the points as well, down to a round where the two Haas cars are. It's all chaos in the midfield at this stage. The Pix getting very close to Edwin. He's got a pit, though. You'd imagine Pix will go this lap unless he's waiting out for another safety car.
Yeah, I think Pix and Harley are waiting for safety cars. Nothing else in this race can really save them now.
Yeah, they're out the points.
They
if
are not going to score points
don't
if they...
pit. And it's
Yeah.
a huge shame for Pix, who got screwed over by by his AI not pitting under safety car because his AI doesn't have a brain.
Yeah, I mean, everybody else, I would say, only has themselves to blame because I think it was very obvious that the correct strategy was to pit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Pix did nothing wrong there, just unlucky with the disconnect.
There goes
And,
Edwin.
yeah, both Harley and him are going to keep going, hoping for that safety car.
Edwin now leads.
And here comes Mihai. Mihai way too late in the brakes and goes into the side of Harley. And he's gotten so lucky there that he didn't spin around
Yeah.
with
Did
the
he
contact
get
on the
damage
side
from
pod.
that? No, he's
I think he didn't even. Yeah, no damage, no
Yeah.
spin. Mihai got insanely lucky.
still
And Harley
gonna
as
be-
well, that
Yeah,
he didn't
Pix is
spin
fighting him
around.
back. Pix goes to the inside in section chicane, and he moves back up into P3. Thanks to that mistake from Mihai, who just hits his rear there coming out of the chicane with that tire
Oh,
advantage.
Mihai to the
He's trying
outside
to
of left
fight
mode
the
one,
gap
surely
there,
not.
Really? Never was a gap there. Mihai goes onto the grass, goes very, very wide. And all of this is just bringing Viral into the fight a lot more. Edwin's got an 8/10 advantage now, which won't get him out of the DRS, but maybe if Harley pits, Pix is going to go trying to move fast into a scurry as well on the inside, and I think he's just going to get... No, he's going to have to back out of it and let Harley maintain that second place, but this battling is just benefiting Edwin, who's now about 8/10 clear. I think he might just have enough. Mihai's burning the battery down to pretty much nothing coming into the final corner. He's going to get the inside of Pix, but Pix does have the better line, can carry more speed. There's contact! Mihai can spin it round! And Viral moves up into 4th place. Mihai has to drop that a little bit further back. He's still in the DRS train, just about, but that's not going to help his chances at all, because now the obvious race-winning candidate, besides Edwin, is now Viral, who's 4th on the road. He's got 2 cars between him and Edwin who have to pit again regardless of what happens. Fast lap from the 2 Haas cars, but it doesn't really matter from where they are. There's a midfield scrap still going on. Jonathan and Maxi having possibly swapping ways. Oh, Maxi's just gone off the track on pretty much a straight and hit the advertising board. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he had a traction issue on the exit.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense, to be fair. I didn't see it, I just saw him coming out of the corner and suddenly he was an advertising board. And Harley's staying close to Edwin with more battery as well, but they've got no reason to fight each other. They're not fighting for position. We're at the stage now where I think, is it this lap that's the last possible opportunity for a safety car?
I think next lap is still possible.
Yeah, but it's looking unlikely that there will be that saving.
Oh,
grace.
Edwin!
Oh, is he playing
big
DRS
moment,
games?
and Harley. No, oh maybe. Nah, he like half spun through the middle of the corner. That can't be a DRS game. I think he just bottled.
Wow.
But it ended up working out quite nicely for him because he has got DRS, and I think he will retake Harley in turn 1.
Because the detection
and Harley's
is on the
not
exit
defending
off the
that too
corner.
heavily anyway.
And there goes Edwin, back up into the race lead. He's made amends for that mistake from the DRS. Pix and Viral going side by side. No communication going on between the 2 Red Bull teams, as Viral does move past, but Pix made it a lot harder than he could have done.
I don't think Pix given up yet. He's still running ultimate mode, but now he has to give up as he's out of ERS. And Viral might have a look at Harley as well.
Move on Harley, and it's going to be too far back. There's only a couple.
Oh, Harley does got in the back of Edwin, and he picked up damage.
Oh, and yeah, it's just bad to worse for Harley, really.
And there's Mihai on the inside of Ivak into the Lesmo 1, and he's gone through on him.
Well.
Finally.
Yeah. It's taken him a while. There's a mistake from Harley on the exit. Might allow Viral to go past, and Edwin's going to get worried now, seeing 2 hard runners getting a lot closer to him. And there's still 3 full laps to go at the end of this one. It's going wide there, that's Harley, and he really seems to be struggling at this stage. Having done 9 laps on
he's off
with the damage, he's off and he falls down to P5. He's going to get past by Owaz as well, and I think he's going to pull into the pit lane here. He's got nothing really left to fight for. There can't be a safety car from now, as Pix trying to fight Mihai still through the final corner. He's going to get the run as Mihai goes wide, quite possibly picking up a track limit.
Vival's going to take the lead of the race.
Yeah, there you go. On to lap 11, Pix comes into the pit lane, there goes Viral, moves past with those hard tyres that obviously were going to be the better choice. Edwin did get unlucky with a safety car, but maybe should have predicted or expected that to happen. I don't think starting on hards was ever realistically going to be the best decision. As yeah, he's been forced onto that medium tyre, which isn't the best tyre anymore, having done 9 laps on it. Only 6 or so of them will have been under racing speed, but regardless.
So interrupt, still a huge ding-dong battle for 6th here. Jonathan, Marcelio and Ossi all within a 10th of each other. Marcelio now up the inside of Jonathan into the chicane. Jonathan tries the switchback line, but gets stopped on the exit. But if we look in the background, the Haas, these guys have battled so much that they're actually caught up, and there is a chance that Flavors and Bazooka in these last 2 laps can still get something out of this race. Points go down to P8. It's the point system, by the way, being 12, 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So at the moment, Ossi holds the last points paying position. 1 point for that 8th place, which now goes to Jonathan, as Ossi moved up to 7th. So yeah, this battle from Marcelio to Bazooka in these last 2 laps is crucial for 1, starting position for the main race, and 2, for a couple of points.
Yeah. Edwin's going to go for the move here on Viral, which is interesting going on to the last lap. You'd think he would have wanted to stay behind.
I would have thought he's going to stay behind.
Yeah, but he's burned a little bit of battery to do so. As
all 4 of them are quite low on EAS. Like,
Yeah.
at this stage of a Monza race, you want to be at like 80.
Yeah. Mihai's got damage.
Because they had to burn a bit to get through the field, but I would thought they, as soon as really Eweg and Harley would be gone, that they'd start saving a lot.
Yeah, that's going to drop him out of the point, unless we see post-race sprint penalties, which are quite possible from what I've seen in this race. But, provisionally, Flavors is going to drop out of the point from that 3-second time penalty, even if he finishes in the top 8 on the road, as Bazooka gets past Jonathan in the inside into the second chicane. Jonathan's still yet to... No, he has pitted. He's just been on those mediums for an awfully long time. The same situation as Edwin, really, on the tyres. Yeah, they're all charging up their batteries now, the top 2 being upwards of 70%, but it's not going to be enough for Edwin in this situation, really, with Viral being...
Or maybe Viral had an awful Ascari.
He did, but is the battery... Edwin's got 20% more battery.
It depends. I mean, I have no idea what wings they're running. If Viral or if Edwin is running lower wings, this could work for him. Because the dirty air through the Parabolica will cost Viral a bit. And Edwin has a chance as well to come back at him later throughout the lap.
Yeah.
It's not over by turn 1. Because Viral has to burn a lot of EIS to get this done. And then Edwin, if he has some left over, he might even hold on towards turn 1 there as he's covering the inside line. Viral is going to have to do it under braking. Around the outside he tries to go. And they make a bit of contact. Viral has the inside line for the second part. They make more contact. And Always has joined the party. Edwin, with a better exit on the outside line into the Cover Grande, takes the lead of the race, keeps the lead of the race. And Viral is going to try and get back at him towards the chicane. More contact from the Cover Grande. And Viral slots in behind. They've got one more DRS on coming up, and that run towards the Parabolica is also a very real overtake opportunity, especially on that last lap. Well, really only on that last lap. Any other lap, you'd not want to go for it there. You're just throwing away the DRS down the straight. But now, of course, it doesn't matter anymore. Now it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
I think Viral is a bit too far behind here.
They've got similar DRS
levels.
levels.
Roughly the same.
Yeah, and then with the fact that Edwin seemingly is a bit faster on the straights anyway, as they head into the Ascari chicane. He's still in the lead of the races, Edwin, but he's not got the best of exit. Viral trying to get as good of a run as he can. He slides all the way
this is gonna be close.
through that final chicane. He's going to try and send the lunge up the inside. Is he going to be close enough? I don't think he quite is. Edwin, surely now he's going to hold on. He's just got to get the run
it's not
out
over.
of the last corner. Viral's right there on him. He's going to be right up to the line. I think Edwin's just about going to hold on. And 12 laps on those medium tyres he holds on to win the sprint. And will start on
What
pole
a
in the
drive by
race.
Edwin.
Yes,
Unbelievable.
brilliant to hold on with those tyres, and the way you work the DRS at the end, Bazooka's going to get P8, which seemed impossible after he didn't pit under that safety car. And coming across the line, Flavors finishes P12 after that penalty. It's going to be Pix P12 and Harley P13, neither of them pitting either. And they stayed out just that bit too long, praying for a safety car. Although, yeah, Edwin did slightly kill Owise into the pit entry, so it might... I don't know. I mean, they've all really been involved in some instance. I don't know. Some things may stand, others may not. But, yeah, it's brilliant from Edwin at the end of there to hold on with those tyres he was on. And if the main race is anything like that, it's going to be great.
Yeah, I mean, that certainly was a nice return after the Christmas break.
Yeah, it's a straight in, no bothering with qualifying, just straight into racing, and then it goes like that onto the last lap.
We had to wait a bit after the guys couldn't make turn 1.
Yeah.
Couldn't even make it to turn 1, in fact.
The safety car was deployed by the time they got to the braking zone.
That's one way to get around Monza T1 chaos. You don't even make T1, that's crazy.
Don't even
there was like
bother with the
3 cars in the wall before I could even gather what was happening.
The front two, not wanting to get killed at turn 1, killed themselves first. It's genius. Marcelio on default setup, apparently.
Well, 12 points for Edwin. And
Not
a 10th for Viral at the line. That's crazy. Lucas with a great drive as well, from 13th to 5th.
Yeah.
I think that's his best result of the season so far, P5. And
it's not the full points. It's not the full 10 points. It's
that gets him 4 points.
yeah, that's not bad. That's a normal P8, which is still a solid result. And if he kept his nose clean, it could be quite a few more.
Yeah, of course he gets to start P5 as well now in this main race, so
Yeah.
that's going to be very, very useful for him.
Right, so yeah, now we just reset the grid, turn up the race distance, and then just go straight back in, pretty much. And that's
Yeah.
that's
Give
the
it
only
a
setting
few
that needs to be
minutes. Let
changed,
Mastilio
isn't
sort
it?
it out.
Yeah, I could do some water after that, so I'm going to go grab it in this opportunity now.
All right. Oh. For those in chat, by the way, Emma, is my audio levels all right now? Am I at a better volume? All right. Thank you, Masadio. Been told it's good. We'll take that.
Yeah, it sounded fine throughout this sprint, and looking at audio levels, it looks
Yeah,
to be...
Masadio told me like as it was loading to the
Yeah, yeah,
grid
yeah.
that I was a bit loud, so I turned myself down as the race was starting.
And then
But
looking at
by the
audio
time
levels,
I was out the menu, like I think the car had already spun out.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, from the audio levels that my things are picking up, we're basically equal, so that's good enough. Oh.
But now we get to do it all over again, and with double the race length, of course.
Yep.
27 laps of Monza. And we got a new role as well for the dynamic weather. It could be anything.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm there just saying, like, I'm trying to figure anything out.
Hello.
Yeah, so be quiet.
Been waiting for you to like announce yourself. I don't know.
But how?
To start speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
27 laps this time becomes a bit of a time management fest. I don't know how Division 3 will do. Managing their
I mean, the
tyres.
optimal strategy for sure is a one-stop,
Yeah,
but
but
it does require you to actively, like,
Manage it.
Yeah,
lift and coast, like literally. You have to manage it like a real Formula 1 driver would. It's that bad. Not
but-
even like the management you do on this game where you have to not drive like a qualifying lap the entire time. You have to actually do lift and coast and like really slow down 50 meters earlier, get all the pressure off the brakes, off the tires to be able to make a one-stop work. But it is that much faster that you have to do that really to be competitive
Yeah.
in especially for Division 1 this weekend. But in Division 3, I could see it being a bit different.
yeah, I mean, depends how
I
safe
feel like
cars
there will
play
be
into
the
this.
reason it works so well is that the DRS train means even while tire saving, like I can drive in a DRS train at the same pace while tire saving than I could if I'm on my own, not tire
Yeah,
saving.
yeah.
So because of course the DRS is so powerful around
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
it's such long straights. So it's so crucial to stay in that train. So if the train does a one-stop and you do a two-stop, you are never catching back up. But in Division 3, the trains will not be as big, and they'll be a lot slower as well, because people are fighting a lot more than the sweats who are like
Yeah.
being boring and not racing, just trying to get to the end, you know?
And also presuming that so did someone just disconnect?
Or someone
there?
just
Someone just disconnected.
disconnected 2 seconds before we started.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is, unfortunately.
No, neither do I.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Someone went, but
And I've got like communicating with online services as well.
Yeah,
It's
same.
not.
I'm on a the loading screen now. I think it might have been Pix.
I'm not.
I don't know. Pix says communicating with a
Virus
viral.
gone.
Oh dear. I think everyone got communicating with online services apparently.
I'm now in the loading screen.
Yeah, I've been on the loading screen for a while, but
I have communicating with online services again.
Yeah, everyone seems to have had some problems. Edwin's
Edwin is
gone.
gone.
I think, are we restarting? I don't know.
It seems to be
Everyone's
a lot of
getting
people having-
online
yeah,
services
like, there's
errors.
lots of people with issues.
Yeah, yeah. Action Rick's gone. Mihai's gone. Yep.
Yeah, okay, we've got like half
Restarting,
the lobby left at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Mihai got a not enough players error. My game's fine,
Interesting.
but I'm the only one apparently.
Yeah, I didn't get the error, but
I just like didn't load up.
it's not loading
Oh,
into
no,
anything.
I just loaded up. I was completely fine. There was about 2 seconds where I stayed in the lobby, but I'm in now.
It seems dry, just saying.
Yeah.
And it's loading again.
Ossie's gone. Yeah, are we new lobby?
Now I'm
or
on the
are
grid.
we- Yeah. Okay, are we doing new lobby? Yeah, I think.
I think so.
Apparently it was going to rain at the end, so I don't know if we're going to recreate the weather. I don't know what the... Do we copy the weather that it was going to have, or... Do we just go weather again? Mihai's asking for the forecast, so... There's last 2 tiles being light rain. That would have been quite fun. I think we're going to do that. Like, it doesn't let me leave the lobby.
Same.
Same.
Just load.
I think we have to wait until... Okay, yeah, now we get kicked because it's
Now
not...
I've been kicked out.
Yeah. I think it's because you can't leave the lobby when you're spectating and people are on the grid. Apparently.
Yeah, you can't pause your game while you're.
Well, I could pause it. I just
It's just us two left, no, I mean everyone else is gone.
Nice.
Now I'm alone.
Yeah. It's funny that you get like F1 World rewards just from spectating.
I don't.
Oh, I got like 175 things. Although maybe I
That's probably from your last race.
Yeah, maybe I just like alt F4'd my game last time I...
Do you also actually put those on? I've never driven the F1 World Car, but
No.
I still
like,
put the upgrades on every time.
Yeah, I do sometimes. I might do them now because I got time to kill.
I mean, I'm on tech level 561. I've not driven this car once.
I'm
I don't even know
247
what that
because
means.
I don't bother like doing it all the time. Let's claim my new items. It's all just contracts apparently. Great. I don't need contracts. I need better parts. Give me behemoth. Okay, I've got an invite from Mihai, but I'm doing my... Oh, I got a Steam achievement for reaching tech level 250.
Amazing.
Yep. I'm now tech level 256. That was worth it. That was worth my time. Yeah, I'm back in the lobby now. But
I'm trying to. The game loads.
I have the same now. I went to open your invite, Mumi, and it's saying communicate with online services.
great.
Oh, well, now it's loading in, but I don't have an invite. Online services error. Right.
Amazing.
Maybe just restart game, I don't know. This is such a great...
Now I
like,
see the invites. No, I'm in. I'm loading in.
Mm.
We'll see.
The platform
Yeah,
that the
I'm
game's
in.
built on is so amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Half the time when I invite someone on PlayStation, they just don't get it. Like, they see it, but it just never comes up. Because, obviously, that makes sense. Apparently Mihai's got connecting with online services right now, even though he's in the lobby.
Yeah, I'll invite who I can.
Yeah. We might just not go at any time because the game keeps crashing for everyone. Just use a sprint race. Yeah, that was the main race.
Most people are in it already, and the
Yeah.
rest are loading in. It's not overreact. It's fine.
You know, the sprint was fun, so just like call it at that. That was the race. Hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer. Viral still
Yeah, it's
having
just a
issues.
bit slow right now, but
Yeah.
I think people are making their way in one by one.
And hopefully when we try to go, it doesn't. People don't get kicked again. Because that would be unfortunate. Mihai, sir. Just Viral and Alex.
So to be clear, Floyd is OYS.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. I was a bit confused. Like, where's Floyd? Good.
It's a track like Monza. You'd think if there are splits in the train, being towards the front, it will be quite the advantage. And someone like Edwin should be able to stay with the train, even if he doesn't quite have the raw pace of some of the guys around him. But yeah, he's able to keep up with Viral on older, worse tyres, so the hopes there, definitely for Edwin to have a chance today. Same for, obviously, Viral. Mihai should, as long as he doesn't get damaged this time, be up there as well. And maybe some of those who got the strategy wrong in the sprint can get into that sort of position as well. You know, like the flavors and people like that.
I mean, it would be helpful to swerve the start.
Yeah. But right, it's just viral now, isn't it? Okay, we're going without viral. Wait, no, viral's in. Never mind. Viral's
Was
in.
nothing.
Viral's in. Right, so now we need to make sure Viral actually gets put in the grid in the right place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We finally made it.
But now we're stopping readying up because we need to have the grid update and then we can go again.
Amazing.
Because why would anything be simple?
Nothing is.
Well, that's what you get with your own game, but it happens sometimes.
Yep.
I'm glad it happened at Monza, since it's a short track. This would be much more of an issue if it was Singapore, and we had like another hour of racing ahead of us.
Imagine like we
Yeah,
had a
but-
Singapore full wet race coming up.
But Monza usually is like a sub 40-minute race. There would have
Yeah.
to be some calamity for this to be over
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
So we should still be done by 9.
Hopefully.
Oh my god, I got jump scared by the voice chat suspended message.
I wasn't looking and then I just looked and then suddenly that was there and I was like, oh. But it's fine, so.
We're at 10. Go on 2.
Monza number 2.
All of 6.
Alright, I'm not sure what Mastinio's done for the weather now, if it's gone dynamic again. So we'll have to wait and see how that
I
goes.
think he has.
Said- I think it was clear, light rain, or that's what.
All dry says Mia. Okay.
Okay.
So, starting grid is the results from the sprint, which means Edwin on pole, Viral, with a bit of stress now. Just about got into the lobby in time. We literally gave the call to ready up without him, because he said, it's fine, let's just go without me, we've waited long enough. And like, a minute later he made it in after all, and then we had to unready to get him up into P2 on the grid, and now we get to race with the full 15 drivers are supposed to be. So at least the wait was worth it.
Yeah. So, then we got the formation lap, and then we see again what tyres people are on it. This time it should be overwhelmingly the mediums.
Mediums
Not
or hards. If I see a soft, I'm gonna crash out.
Yeah.
4, 6. Well, now it's more hard than mediums.
How can you see? Oh, you have the telemetry up.
Vector.
Yes. Oh.
Mihai, don't. Please.
Don't tell me Mihai's going on the softs. That'd be funny. Mihai goes on the softs and then pits on lap 2.
He actually is on soft. Sure, he has the stream open to help me say I'm gonna crash out of someone on the softs. He won't actually go soft.
And now it's too hard. This is medium. Apart from Mihai.
Mihai's still on soft. I think he's on soft.
He's on soft. He's on soft.
Mihai.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, it's manual formation lap.
That's fine. Just
Yeah.
go.
Mihai's on softs. Oh boy. The medium hard crossover. The soft and medium crossover is like 2 laps, isn't it? Something stupid like that.
Mihai will not be faster for more than like a lap.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah.
As well, his tire. Obviously, I don't know. Mihai might be faster than Lucas or whoever.
Maybe the start, but not more.
Yeah, like the soft is the best tire for maybe 1 to 2 laps.
Yeah.
And by lap 4, the hard is faster than the medium. Lap 5, maybe.
Yeah.
It depends how much you tire save, you know, but like the
Soft-
tire wear around here is quite big. And I mean, the thinking I think for the soft is that he has a great start, but he's committed to a 2-stop now because he can't make the soft really last long enough to go to the end on the hard.
I don't think
So
it's
he's gonna have to do
possible.
a soft, medium, hard, soft, hard, hard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the soft and medium crossover.
It's certainly interesting. I mean, who knows? Maybe like 3 people spin off the line again, instant safety car, and the strategy actually works quite well for him because he has an amazing start.
If I look where Edwin is, what the?
Oh, he's completely missed the
Did he just take it flat out?
parking. I mean, we've never done that, so we're not supposed to do it. Usually it's broadcast formation laps, and the immersive formation lap, it's not
Like,
quite possible to warm tires up. Try it, looks like. Oh well.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
So, last few cars lining up on the grid now. Action rig around the Parabolica.
Yep.
Edwin on pole, next to Viral, Always, Mihai. Lucas up in 5th, Maxime, Arsenio, Bazooka, Ossi, and Jonathan rounds to the top 10 with Flavors, Pix, Harley, Alex G, and Action Rig down in last place. And where the fuck is Marcelio parking? Oh, she's going around someone, okay.
Oh, man.
You don't need to do that. Both Ferraris
Ferrari masterclass that.
The only two to do so.
The only two who can't park.
Monza take 2. This time double the distance. Double the chaos? We'll see. Fire and lights. Yet again. Half of them jump the start. It's lights out. And away we go. And this time Viral, I think, does get the better start. As Harley now leads with the drive-through penalty. Edwin's still ahead of Viral as they head into turn 1, but I think he's going to be a little bit boxed in by Harley. On the inside, Viral. Has he got that move done? I think he might just have done. As Edwin goes over the curve, Viral moves up into the net race lead. He's got Harley in front of him, who did jump the start. Of course, he'll be getting out of the way before too long, maybe even already. As Viral goes around the outside and should be up into the race lead by the time they get to the chicane. And he's now got a buffer in between him and Edwin, which he's going to hope can just save him for a lap or so, maybe even allow him to break the DRS early on in the race, but that shouldn't matter too much because the DRS swapping should allow people to close back up. Marcelio and Flavors going side by side through Lesmo 1, as I think Marcelio was trying to move up into 11th there. He can't do it, doesn't have the mechanical grip in those hard tyres. Edwin trying to burn the battery to get up to Harley, but he's sitting 2.5 tenths behind. He's not going to be able to get into the position he really wants to be here. And it's worked out perfectly for Viral, really, because Edwin's burning the battery to try and get past the McLaren. And he's down to 30% battery before he's got back to where the Red Bull is in the race lead. You know, Harley jumping the start has worked to perfection for Viral, who now leads by 6 or so tenths of a second. And there goes Mihai.
Yeah, looking up the inside to turn 1 here, and he should try and get a move down as well immediately. Action Rig in the pits, serving his drive-through penalty as Mihai and Harley bang wheels, and Harley aggressive defense on the exit of the chicane. Mihai has some grass in his tire there, and he is still stuck behind the McLaren.
And then played. Point wide.
Yeah, there was quite a few like people banging wheels, banging front wings, and I saw some sparks flying, some wings flying in the midfield as Harley skips the chicane there.
Harley.
And Maxi with the switchback on Always. We have a move as well there between Lucas and Bazooka as Lucas defends the inside into Lesmo. And he has got wing damage on the front end plate, yep.
Mihai finally getting past, but he's a second and a half behind, and we're already getting towards the crossover between the softs and the mediums. The strategy's not worked out for Mihai here, really.
I mean, he did jump Always off the line, so that part worked, but that was it.
But then Harley getting...
And Harley's all over the place there through Ascari.
Yeah.
And that's going to give an easy position to Maxi. And Always.
Yes, these guys just need to clear Harley as soon as they can, otherwise it's not going to be close enough, as the DRS will be enabled this lap. But
I think Harley's going to try and surf the drive-through here, and he's got people in his way, and he's stuck out for another lap.
Oh,
and
wow.
That means this lap he has to serve it, otherwise he will be disqualified. I think he wanted to pit, but Always was on to his right, blocking the pit entry for him.
He needs to go hard right on the exit. Oh, contact! Big contact!
That is Maxi, Aussie, Harley, Always, all involved.
And Maxi, I think, were the main two that tangled. Harley got involved. Harley's just retired on track. As now Always down in 13th place after how... it's really unfortunate, because I didn't really see what happened, but both him and Maxi, I think, spinning at very high speed through turn 1. I don't know if they were both hit or if only one of them.
I think Ossi hit Maxi and he hit it. Ali?
Oh, Mihai.
Oh, right.
Because what's happened to Mihai? He's gone.
Made a mistake.
Through the second Lesbo. He's down to being almost a second behind Flavors and Ossi, who's now up into 3rd and 4th. Mihai on those soft tires really are going to be dropping off at this
Jonathan's
stage.
round. Jonathan
Jonathan's
at the
round.
exit of Oscar was in a battle with Lucas. Made contact with him on the exit and gets spun around the wall. Has got wing damage as well there. Lucas was being passed by Pigs. They made contact at the entry of Oscari, which sent Lucas into a half sprint, Jonathan alongside him, and then on the exit, Lucas and
Ossi's
Jonathan had
in.
a very similar incident.
And Mihai's in as well. I think that's just to the softer one.
Yeah, this also dead.
Yeah. Ossi
Bazooka
will
in
have
as well,
damage,
and Lucas.
I assume.
4 people in the pits already.
Yeah, and most of those will have been involved
Look
in
at
some
Flavors, by the way. What a
kind of
race he's had so far. Already up into
Yeah.
the top 3. A wing
Yes,
change for Bazooka.
Mihai's going to
double
be going
sack at
hard to
Williams.
the
Next
end.
touch.
Yes.
Got a yellow flag at turn 1 again for Always and Maxi.
What's
going on between these two?
Just not having a good race. His action wreck's now up into P9 because of everything else going on. Side by side with Always and Maxi through the section chicane. I think Always is just going to get ahead here as they go into Let's
Both
move
have wing
on.
damage.
Look at the gap that the front two have compared to everyone else. 5 seconds.
They
And
Yeah,
Always off the
between-
grass, and Nicholas Maxi flying right past him on the exit.
Mihai is 30 seconds behind the rival on hards.
Yeah.
Certainly is one of the strategies of all time from Mihai.
Yeah. And then it's 5 seconds from Flavors to this lead pack. Then another 2.5 to Pix, and then Alex sitting there another like 2.5 seconds, and another 3 seconds behind him. And he's limping with damage. Marcelio sitting P6, I think, doesn't seem to have damage.
That's what I've mentioned. Marcelio isn't even running a custom setup. He's running a preset setup.
Oh,
And
is
he's about
he
to make
still
a
on
move for
default
5th.
setup?
Yeah, he's still, but he's not on default. He's running preset 5, the highest speed one.
Yeah.
So at least he has low wings, but everything else
Yeah.
is default, which is awful. By the way, it's awful, horrendous.
Monza's like the only track where it's vaguely okay to run it though.
No,
It's not
because
but, like it's
when the wings are that low, you need rotation from the setup.
yeah, but
And the default setup gives nothing. You can't just will
But
not
then you
turn.
wouldn't want
Oh,
to
action
run
brake with a
it
big wobble,
anywhere.
exiting turn 1. Well, good save though, to be fair. Good reaction.
I think Edwin
But
is
it
so
very much looks like the
far.
fight for the win here is the same that we saw in the sprint race, Ravel and Edwin. I mean,
Yeah.
Flavors is actually closing in a bit.
Yeah,
But I mean, a 4-second gap, and these two will have DRS to each other, which means they will, of course, gain on him on the straights.
but Edwin I think is
it's
just
gonna be
saving
tough
up
to
the
make that up.
battery at this stage. He's going into none down some of the straights. I think he's just using the opportunity, and then it might go. He will go for it later. Oh,
Yeah.
viral. Lap 5.
That's a 2-stopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Is everyone going to be on the 2-stopper then?
I didn't think so, but maybe. I mean, at this point, that's
Yes. No way you're going to
the only people left who could do a 1-stopper are top 6, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody else split.
Marcelio maybe. I think most likely.
Yeah,
it'll be
I
top
don't
3.
think you'd start hard if you're gonna do a 2-stopper, because you're gonna want to pit early. Mihai is gonna come out quite far behind Rival.
Yeah.
Action Rick as well, actually, of course, he could be on the 1-stopper still.
Yeah.
But everybody else already made their first stop, and we're only 6 laps in.
Yeah.
Marcelo has
Curious whether Edwin will react to
Interesting.
this. Is he gonna stick to going for a 1, or is he gonna react to the pit stop
Well,
there
we
from
don't even know
viral?
what his plans were. Maybe he was already planning a 2-stop.
Maybe.
It very much depends on the amount of tire you have, because a 1-stop, it's not that you have to tire save to avoid going like high into the tire wear and losing time. You have to tire save to avoid hitting 100% and having a guaranteed puncture. It's that
Yeah.
bad if you want to do a 1-stop.
this
And in this scenario, with everyone so spread out, it might actually end up being faster to 2-stop, because you don't have the DRS trains anyway. So now,
Edwin's
that
staying
changes
out.
the strategy quite a bit, and I think now that it actually could be viable for everyone to two-stop, because no one
Yeah.
has DRS to work with, really. And in fact, the two-stoppers are more looking at towards having a train with each other rather than the one-stoppers
So-
who are completely spread out.
Unfortunately, I can't see Edwin Flavors no fixed tire way, but if I look at the tires, it's 40 above. At least. On the left side.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
that isn't bad, because
It
you only
is.
have to reach about lap 11
Yeah.
to make the end comfortably. So that would be fine.
Yeah, I think Edwin probably at this stage has to be going for the.
The fact that Edwin didn't
one-stopper.
respond to Varro's
Yeah.
undercut immediately tells me he's going to the end, because he
Yeah,
would,
yeah.
you'd either surely you'd either pit immediately to try and stay in his DRS range and keep the fight going, or you'd go low.
Yeah, do.
And he's opted
you,
to go
you
long, and-
either got to react and try it. Yeah. You're either reacting or doing something different.
Yeah, because you also can't like go 3 laps longer than him and have a tire advantage, because it's a two-stopper. That tire advantage will last for like 4 laps until Varro pits again, and then
Yeah.
then it's gone.
Just saying. Alex is on 50. The left tires.
Varro
Joey
with
is
the
doing damage.
overtake on Floyd for
Yeah.
P6 there,
Yeah.
and he has a big lock up there as always. Was that front wing damage is making it a little harder for him to get the car stopped, and he's already way back from Viral. The gap
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Viral to Edwin at this point already down to just 19 seconds. So Viral will definitely come out in the lead, and I
Yeah.
think Edwin will come out behind Mihai as well. Maybe even behind Ossi if he stays out until lap 11, lap 12, which he has to if he wants to do a one-stop. And at this point I think Edwin, Flavors, Ewek and Alex are definitely on a one-stop, and Marcelio
Yeah.
likely as well. Otherwise they would have pitted by now.
They've all made their beds at this point. They've got they can't two-stop viably, because then they're barely doing any time on the hards compared to what you should be doing.
Maybe if they're doing a medium, hard, medium.
Yeah,
I have
if
no
they've
idea
got the
we
wrong
can ever do
tyre
that.
allocation, but that's still not going to be the most viable strategy.
It would
Compared
be an awful strategy because the medium is an awful race tire, but
Yeah,
that would be the only two-stop that makes sense in here, really.
yeah.
The tires look so shredded on Edwin's car. And Flavors.
Yeah, I mean, they always look pretty shredded in this game. It's because they pick up the rubber on the track.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to Ossi, for example, his tires look shredded as well, and those should not be shredded by now. As Mihai is now on the back of Floyd, heading into a Ascari, and he will also have the overtake done there. Get himself up to 7, 4 seconds back from Viral. And Mihai's race, I think, has definitely been saved by the fact that everybody else is doing as well, because otherwise that start on the soft would have screwed him over so badly.
Because how early he pitted. Like
Yeah,
lap
because
3.
now he has a tire disadvantage for the rest of the race, basically, to Viral.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very tough to
And
catch
it's
up.
only
But
2
the
laps
fact that everybody else is
difference.
two-stopping, I think he still has a good chance at a podium.
Yeah. And if he
It
just
depends
goes 1 lap earlier-
massively on whether they can catch the one-stoppers. I mean, they're not far off Alex, they've got him. From then so far to Marcelio. I think up to Pix, they should catch rather easily,
Yeah.
because the gaps are not that big. Flavors would be tough, and then Edwin is another 4 seconds up the road, of course.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. It's definitely interesting to see how that develops now throughout the race. Bazooka up into 10th there, past Action Rig, and Thornathan past Lucas for the wooden spoon in P13 and 14. And Lucas has gone to the back of him.
Generally hits him again.
What's the pit loss roughly like? Because it obviously it's on a straight, so it'll be quite a long one, I'd imagine. I'm just wondering where Edwin's likely to come out when he pits. Will he be between Wise and Ossie? Or will he be further back?
Between all of
The pit loss around here is about 23
Yeah.
seconds.
So he'll be around where Owise is at the moment.
Yeah.
Because his gap is
Yeah.
23.2. Okay.
Because always is on the same tires as those guys, so
Yeah.
I think did always pit on the first lap?
No, he's just not finished the lap that they're currently on. Pix is in,
Okay, yeah.
which is quite early.
Yeah, it's possible to
He's
to
done
go
9
from the
laps
end.
with his tyres.
And Alex G is in as well.
Alex had well full wing damage. But
They both got wing damage, they're both changing their wings. So that's really going to hurt their one stop.
Yeah, they went as long as they had to make the tire last to the end from here.
Yeah, but
So now they can change the wing as early as possible. And Action Rig's out of the race, tiring in the pit lane.
Yeah, but changing the wing is just going to make it so much harder to make that two-stop viable, as it is behind Jonathan now. Or make the one-stop
they're
viable,
one-stopping.
sorry.
I think
Yeah,
the lap that's the first lap they could reasonably be pit and think they can make the end.
But they're not going to be challenging the lead two stops anymore because of the wing change.
Yeah, that's going to cost them for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, that now they're literally behind all the two-stoppers. Of course, those two-stoppers have got one more stop to do, apart from Lucas. Still ahead of him is Biggs.
Yeah.
Flavors scored a second to Edwin.
Yeah. And it's 3.5. It's still a manageable gap for Edwin, for sure.
Yeah, and Rival is now, well, he's in P4, both on track and effectively. The only cars I think who are ahead of him virtually, Pix will be behind him now with the wing change, and Alex is already behind him. So yeah, he's in P4,
Flavors is in.
pit stop cleared. So from here
Like,
to
you
the
can
end,
make the end.
it's a straight up battle. Yeah, and Flavors.
It's a little bit early. His tires will be worse than Edwin's at the end.
Yeah, lap 11 is alright. I think lap 12 is the perfect window.
Yeah, and he's pitted end of 10, going on to 11.
Oh yeah, end of 10. That is early.
Close.
Yeah, Edwin will probably react to that, or unless he's confident he's
Well,
going to.
I wouldn't. He had a gap to Flavors. I would not
Yeah.
respond immediately. He should be able to do 2 more laps and be fine. But you could pit this lap to make sure.
Yeah. And he's got a 10.5 second gap to his teammate. He'll come out in P4 as things stand.
He's got 26 seconds of Flavor, so yeah, he has
Yeah.
3 seconds buffer, 2 seconds I guess if you want him not to be in DRS range.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mihai is now caught up behind Rival.
And just looking at the tyre advantage that these two stoppers will
How?
have.
Yeah,
Especially...
Mihai has been quietly flying. He's just
Yeah.
caught up to Rival.
How?
But
Wasn't
the
it like 3
tyres of
seconds?
people like Mihai and Ossie, being 7 laps old now, will not be nearly as much of a tyre advantage as they had earlier on in the race. And once these one-stoppers pit, as
He's
Edwin
just
does
fast,
come into
Connor.
the
He
pit
just
lane.
drove faster than Rival. There's nothing to break your head about
I'm
here.
just impressed with.
I know his tires are worse, but he just
Hey.
drove faster anyway.
But Edwin's in.
Edwin did respond,
Yeah.
and Edwin is the last one off the mediums. And
He'll
to the end of the
emerge
race,
in
Marcelio takes the
P4.
lead of the race, and Mihai will take second place off Rival now.
Yeah.
So yeah, for a couple of seconds, Rival is P2, as Mihai goes right back past him. Edwin will leave the pit lane, I think. Oh, he's actually... Yeah, a good call that he responded. I'm glad he didn't listen to me, because he would have been undercut for sure by Flavors and Aussie.
I'm just gonna make
And
it.
losing
Yeah.
those 2 places would have definitely hurt him.
It looks to be more like 24,
Especially to
25
Aussie, since
seconds.
his tires are quite old by now.
And it seems to be a bit longer in the pit lane than I think you thought. Because he had about 25,
I think he
26
had
seconds.
a bad entrance because that is a lot of pit loss.
Yeah. Okay.
He,
No,
he
just
must have
playing it safe.
like, been very conservative. Because
Yeah.
if you're in P1 like that, you have a lot of like you don't want to be the guy who throws away a race win with a 10-second speeding penalty.
100%.
If you lose a second in the pit entry, that is not race ending. If you lose 10 seconds in the pit entry from a speeding penalty, that's race ending.
Yeah, 10 seconds for speeding in the pits is a really harsh penalty. It's, or at least it's utterly race ending. For something.
Yeah, it's not. 5 seconds is also quite bad.
Yeah,
but it's
but-
possible to drive out 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds makes it
Unless you're racing in a league that you should not be racing in, you should
Yeah.
never be 10 seconds ahead of the next
Oh,
car.
well
Really.
off, well off.
Oh, big air!
Yeah, big off. He's
I did not even know there's a bump like that there. Yeah, and that's Mihai.
not got damage.
Well clear of him.
He's kept out the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't good. He shred his tires.
Edwin's going to be overtaken by Flavors here. And maybe Aussie as well. No, Ossie's
Ossie's
gonna
quite far
keep
back.
Yeah. So Flavors up into P4 now. The leader
Also,
of the
just-
one-stoppers.
It's just saying,
Effective P1.
Yeah.
Marcelo has better tires than Mihai.
How?
don't
How?
know
I mean,
how.
there's only a
He hasn't
3-lap
even
There's a
pitched.
3-lap difference, to be fair. He's made he's made up 3 laps of tyre wear from not pushing on his tyres compared to Mihai, who I imagine has been full pushing on the tyres.
I know it sounds strange, but isn't that something with the preset? Like, it's back or
That
anything.
could be actually. The custom setups are a lot harsher on tires.
Yeah.
But not preset.
You just have a lot more rotation. You're sliding a bit more, especially because the Monza is very rear limited. So if you are inducing more slide, that will cause more
Yeah,
wear.
Marcelo has 59 as his highest. Then
Damn.
Mihai
He's
62.
doing very well on tires. If
He
he's
needs
at
to go
59
another 5 laps
now.
or so. 4
Yeah.
5
3 is
laps.
fine.
Yeah.
With his tire wear, yeah, lap 17 is a good window. Lap 16.
Yeah.
I mean, he will be passed by Mihai now, I reckon.
Yeah, yeah.
Or will he?
Oh.
He's going to try and defend it, looks like. And he will hold on to it for at least another corner.
And
But he's
it must have
stuck
been
with a
not
bad
out
exit
of this
now.
race.
And that is going to give Mihai a good run. And a good chance to take the lead of the race here around the outside through the Corvette Grande, heading towards the second chicane.
He doesn't quite have the battery to do so. He's going to get the inside here, and I think I think on the brake he's just going to force his way past. On Marcelio.
see.
Marcelio goes a bit
Yeah.
deep, and yeah, that's Mihai up into the race lead. But Marcelio will. He's not out of this. He'll have worse
He
tires
literally
in the
is.
race.
He's lost the years.
Okay, but like his race isn't over compared to these guys.
Ah, yeah, but he's not fighting for the win.
No.
Here comes Viral, and he's going to use that DRS of Marcelio to maybe catch back up to Mihai and reopen this fight for the lead of the race.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Marcelio is going to be caught, possibly, by the other one-stoppers who are not that far behind him. If he's going to keep
Yeah, I mean, the
cruising at
entire
rate
top
he
3 is
currently
left
is.
to pit.
Yeah.
Bazooka with a 3-second time penalty. And
Power.
yeah, Flavor's in a great spot right now. And same
Yeah.
for Eben, of course. It's in the same spot essentially, but
Thing with Marcelio is he
Flavor's
has
coming
to,
from so far down the grid. Where did Flavors start?
P8? No.
P11. He's up 7
Yeah.
places.
Yeah,
He didn't even make the top 10 in the sprint. He didn't pit under that lap on safety car.
Yeah, he was
And,
like 8 on the road, I think, but he had a 3-second. Bazooka's in, coming off
Yeah,
a
but Flavors
second
did a great
medium
job now
tyre.
to recover from that. To be not just in the fight for the win, but at this point be in the effective lead of the race.
Yeah.
Bazooka is the first one
might
to make
be
that
wrong.
second pit stop, and he rejoined the
Mihai
race.
and Viral fighting through the
Yeah.
section chicane as Mihai's able to hold his lead. Does that mean they're thinking about making pit stops soon if they're starting to fight? Are they getting closer to
I
their
think
pit
so.
window? And they don't
Yeah,
like
okay,
that
for
from
Mihai
these
it might be
tyres.
time, since
Yeah.
he's done 11 laps. Pitting now means he's doing 12 laps, so he's on equal stint length, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
And
he might wanna go a
Viral,
little
Viral
bit-
might try and undercut him,
could do, but
but at least in terms of his total race time, Viral should do another lap or 2 in this tire and then go to the
Yeah.
end on his second set of hearts.
it depends how much he values track position here. As he's
Also interested, let's have a look at the gap to leader. Right now they're coming up between Jonathan and Alex. They have a bit of a window, but they're not far behind Jonathan and Pix, so that could be a problem for them.
And Mihai pits.
And they're both,
Mihai's in.
Mihai is in,
Oh.
Viral is not in.
Viral stays out, probably for just one lap, but he
Marcelio
might go a
pits.
little bit longer. As Flavors now moves up into P2. Edwin not able to stay that close to him at this stage. I think
Maybe he's
Flavors
on purpose.
might have that little bit more raw pace at the moment.
Ring
but-
change
Really
Marcelio,
check for
Mihai
Marcelio.
on the hards. Marcelio of course has to go to the mediums.
Yeah,
As Mihai will come out. Jonathan is in the pits, that's very good news for Mihai, as that means he only has to contest with Pixie in terms of traffic. And he has a bit of a buffer, so at least has, I think, 1 lap to drive back of him. And he can hopefully pass him to turn 1 next lap. Marcelio's
Yeah.
coming out in a very nice bit of buffer. Yeah, pretty much perfectly between Floyd and Alex here. Exactly where he wants to be. As Bazooka's
Yeah.
making a move on Floyd, heading to turn 1 and moves up into 10th on the road. Jonathan rejoins the race in 12th on his fresh hards.
there's only a 4-second advantage at the moment that Viral has over these guys, and this is coming down. Flavors and Edwin are closing up to him, but they won't catch Rory Pitts, even if he goes for another lap or 2. I think he'd come in this lap to try and cover off Mihai, but he might, because there's not really much point in going for a tyre offset with how short this stint's going to be.
And Mihai's already passed Pix. I didn't think he'd get him this early. Into
In
Ascari,
Viral.
he is passed. And Viral, yeah, is in.
Yeah, Mihai wanting
And
to get a bit of a
Flavors
move on.
almost got Edwin off the ES, and Edwin is burning ES. He's actually not even like trying to save tires, save ES. He's pushing.
He's trying everything to stay close, I think.
Yeah, he's actually struggling to keep up with Flavors. And that's despite the fact he should have a tire advantage. And
Yeah.
Mihai, of course, is going to jump Viral in the pit lane with an undercut, and by quite a bit. As Viral comes out behind Pix as well.
Yeah. But Ossie coming into the pit lane. Marcelio stays out, moves back up into 7th place there. And closing down Alex, who will... No, Alex might make the end. He's gonna be a little bit of a stretch. Same for Pix, but
Yeah,
should be
he's definitely. I think he's
going to the end.
aiming for on stop, but
Yeah.
both Alex and Pix went in a bit early,
Yeah.
so they're gonna struggle from here to the
Hold
end.
on,
But
17 seconds
they have
from
to try
Mihai.
it.
And 24.
And yeah, they got from Mihai to Edwin 16 seconds in 10 laps with only a 4-lap tire advantage.
It's gonna
That
be
is the problem with the two-stopper.
Yeah.
It's
There's not
And
enough
oh, yeah.
gears.
I mean, I
You don't
think
gain
if
that
Flavors and
much
Edwin
time.
blow up, that's
Yeah.
the only hope for Mihai. As long as they make the end without blowing up,
Me-
he's not gonna catch.
Edwin off!
Oh, Edwin!
Catch it.
Oh, but that is.
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
almost
Alex
certain.
long gone.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
This tire is basically shredded. And maybe P2.
Yeah, it's not 2.5 seconds back from Flavors. That is the ticket Flavors needs to win this race.
Yeah, and it's a
As
big help
Rival
for
is now
Mihai.
right on the back of Pix. He's now 3.5 seconds back from Mihai as he's been stuck behind them all lap. And he will finally make the move now down the main straight and be released into clean air. Yeah, DS for
Yeah,
Rival,
turning
not much
back,
Pix can
turning
do about that.
That Edwin mistake is a big relief for Mihai, because if Flavors is that much faster, as it looks like he is, Edwin will surely start dropping back. And, you know, the gap's come down to only being 13 seconds that he needs to gain now to Edwin.
That's over a second a lap on a track with about 2 corners.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, but depends how much Edwin drops back.
I
now
mean,
that he
most of
doesn't
this
have
track
DRS.
is going straight or going flat. And as nice as a fresh tire is, it doesn't gain you any time on straight lines.
That's true.
Yeah.
Unless the tire's punctured. That
Sure.
gives you an advantage in the straight line if you don't have a
2
puncture.
laps. Mihai, 14%.
14.
7% a lap on a hard is crazy. I see
And
why he
he's
went for a
good
two-stopper.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have made the end on a one-stopper.
Surprised he didn't puncture in the softs, to be honest.
Yeah.
Alex Stream with a
Ooh,
time penalty
yeah.
there as he's now Masenio breathing down his neck.
Yeah. And he'll
And
fall down
Aussie
to
in
P8
there as well.
at
Battle for
best.
6th here.
He's going to be P8 at best now with that time penalty. He may be at risk from Bazooka later on.
Bazooka has a penalty himself, which will work in Alex's favor.
Yeah, but he's not that far behind. And will have the
ES
tire
enabled now
advantage.
for Marcelio. He's low on ES, but so is Alex, and that will mean Marcelio will have the run and the position heading to
Here
turn
comes
1, and
Aussie as
Aussie will
well.
follow through, will he?
He's going to try to at least on the inside. Yes, he does. Move fast.
Oh, you got stabbed
Ooh.
though.
He does.
He'll get someone the exit.
Yeah, it does still move fast. And
He has lost ES to Marcelio.
that's
Maxi
true.
with the DRS pass on Jonathan. Up into 11th.
The thing working in Marcelio's favour, or in Aussie's favour, is that Marcelio is on those mediums that won't be faster than the hards for much longer. I'd imagine. Because those mediums aren't very good. Let Edwin continue.
Yeah, this battle for P6 is
drop
definitely
back.
advantage Aussie.
Yeah. Jonathan's gone off, which invites Maxi to go through. Edwin's dropping back from Flavors, but Mihai still over 10 seconds behind with only 7 laps to go.
Yeah, I think the top 4 are pretty locked in here.
Yeah.
Flavors will keep driving away from Edwin. Mihai is too far from Edwin. Rival is too far from Mihai.
Only risking
Pix
punches
is in a
if I
great
do.
spot.
10%.
Because he has a nice buffer behind, and I don't think Marcelio's going to catch, but Aussie might. Since Pix's tires are quite old, and Aussie's will be a lot faster towards the end. Marcelio's going to drop off a bit as well, which means I don't think he can catch Pix, but we'll see how it develops.
Yeah.
For sure, there's still a fight going for 5th here, as PC when he's gone. I think he said it, but I'll stop.
Yeah, I mean, Flavors and Edwin could both run the risk of puncture, same for Pix.
Yeah, game crashed.
Depends on how much they've been pushing their tyres. Because Aussie sets his personal best sector 1 of the race. But that's that'll be partly down to the DRS and fresh tyres as he goes chasing after Pix, who's 2.5 seconds
I mean,
up the
Aussie
road.
passed Marcelio along the straight down that lap, so he would have been
Yeah.
having slipstream DRS, burning ERS.
Yeah.
So that's... I mean, a personal best sector 1, I'm pretty sure I could set that on wets if I had DRS and everything.
Depends on what your previous personal best Sector 1 was.
I suppose, yes.
If you
Maybe a
had-
slight exaggeration. I'm
Yeah.
sure it still is quite nice to have a good tyre on the exit of the first chicane.
Yeah, and it depends how much ERS you used in your personal best lap. 9.5 seconds.
Depends
now,
also
yeah,
on
yeah.
what settings the rules are set to.
That's true.
I mean, if I can
The
get to
last
skip that
thing
chicane, I can do
I
anything.
saw was that Flavors was on 41%. Then my game crashed. So
Your game couldn't handle Flavor's tyre saving.
Hmm.
This is a very uncharacteristic Flavors win, I must say. Like,
Yeah.
I imagine a Flavors win like a Michael Bay movie, you know? There has been none of that.
don't say it too early.
It's been so calm.
Yeah.
I've not seen him make like really many overtakes. He just sort of went from 11th to 1st quietly, consistently, kept his nose clean, which is a skill that I think Flavors lacked in the first half of the season pre-Christmas. That's I think what cost him, because pace-wise, he's always been one of the fastest in the division.
Yeah.
So to see him use or to see him develop this new brain cell, to put it mean. I can't be praising him without also taking the piss, okay? It's very nice.
To see him develop this new brain cell.
Yeah, singular.
Talk about the insult.
And
No,
the
seriously,
big one.
he started 11th, and
Yeah.
I didn't like. Normally, when someone goes 11th to 1st, you have like some overtakes in your mind, and maybe I just didn't pay attention enough. But I think he just sort of
Many just
avoided a lot of the
strategy.
carnage and
Yeah,
kept it
and-
very clean, kept his nose out of all the trouble. And
Pissed at the right time.
yeah, good
Yeah.
pet strategy.
If Bazooka gets
And
past
I think it's very
Alex-
important for him as well to have that race after the sprint, because the sprint,
Yeah, sprint was.
I know, for example, he beat himself up over that Vegas Div 2. Oh!
Alex
Alex
went
and
for a
Bazooka.
big lunge, forced Bazooka off the road, half spun himself, and now Always is there and will look to take that P8 away from Bazooka. And I don't think there's going to be very much that the Hats can do about that with a
Yeah,
second time
and
penalty.
a yellow flag again, and
Ooh,
it's Alex G. Again,
He's gone off again.
what the hell?
And his race has gone from bad to worse. P12.
What the hell is Jonathan doing? My guy,
Did he just...
that's not what a track goes. That
The track doesn't go that
What?
way.
I think he missed his braking spot and
Then
tried
just
to
like-
avoid hitting Maxi by just going left into the grass. And it actually worked, so that's kudos to him.
Yeah. Best
Going
of
back to what I was saying,
cut
I
off
think
on
Flavors
into murder.
really could use this race, because that sprint race is going to be very annoyed with. I know after the Vegas Div 2 race where he got the strategy badly wrong and bottled a great result, he was very annoyed with himself over that.
Yeah.
And I think he might be also very annoyed with how that sprint went for him, that he didn't pit on the first lap like everybody else did. As Aussie has a run on Pixie with a DRS, 350 plus kph down towards turn 1. Pixie gonna try keep it alongside. Gets the car stopped just in time to avoid pushing Aussie off. A bit of wheel banging on the exit of the chicane. And they're still side by side, down towards the Cover Grande. Hicks has got the inside line. And Aussie out of EAS, but still able to pull ahead just about Alex G in the pit lane and retires the Grand Prix with only a handful of laps to go. And Aussie has moved up to 5th.
The big one for Flavors in Division 3 would have been the Baku crash as well, because that was a golden opportunity with how that race was going. And I know he's angry. Didn't he like break his headphones after that one or something? I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was more immediate rage, and then
Yeah.
the strategy mistakes, he's more like
No, but that
long-term
was a
mad
big.
at himself for that, you know?
That was a big loss though in Baku.
Yeah, like at least that's
Yeah.
how I crash. I'm very mad in the moment at myself,
Yeah.
but I can get over that. But if I have been like stupid, if I have done a stupid call, a stupid overtake, a stupid strategy decision, that eats at me way more, and I think Flavors is the same, because that stays with you, because you've made an active decision to do something that didn't work.
Yeah.
Crash is a crash. Everyone has crashes. If you race cars, you crash cars, as Mark Robert said. As Pix is about to crash a car because it's going through the grass. Oh my god. Nope, didn't crash a car. Fair play. Didn't make a decision either though. He tried to go halfway through the grass heading towards turn 1 and had 355 kph. that should be an airplane crash. I can't believe that neither Aussie nor Pix are in the wall after that.
I mean, the airplane crashes aren't... They're more common in this game than they have been on previous ones. I've seen cars in the air quite a bit recently. If you knock a wheel off in the right way, it's going into the gravel areas, Aussie.
I think that the era of airplane crashes F1 games is like 10 years ago, like before my time in League Racing even.
2015
F1
was the big one.
2015, 2014.
15 was the big one, but they're coming back a little bit.
Yeah, like... Oh,
I've
and
seen
Lucas
cars
is
rolling
also
over.
retired in the pit lane. Yeah, right on this engine, and also on the last engine, which... Oh my god, that's a decade ago. Over a decade.
We've been on this.
We've had the same game engine since 2015, but the 2010 to 2014 game engine really lent itself to some humongous accidents.
Yeah, but 2015, the car would accelerate in the air.
Like,
that-
2015 was just broken, but like pre-2015 there was actual crashes that had like just really violent crashes.
I do sometimes just get on F1 2015 just for the crashes. Yeah, I'll chuck the car with no wing up, radio on flat out, and then you just go flying.
Literally, yeah, like literally you go flying.
Yeah,
and I think Pix is... Oh, I mean, look at this fucking speed, 356 easily, but there's a car coming out the pit lane, and I think that's cost him the holding attempt.
Although
I
he's
think
got the
he would have
run
ghosted.
on the switchback. No, he's got to go around him.
Oh my god! Ricardo Zonta heritage there, going around the AI of Lucas. I think Lucas' AI would have ghosted anyway, but Pix didn't want to take the risk.
Yeah, no point taking the risk. Don't expect a car to be ghosted when you can just go around it and not lose any time.
Yeah, I think he lost time both times that he avoided them. He had a chance to overtake Aussie, and both times he backed out of it.
Yeah.
But as long as he's still in the AS range, I mean, he's still got 2 laps to go.
He's saving battery as well. He's got 80%.
Yeah. I'm surprised how well he's able to stay with him.
Mm.
As Alex G is already out the race.
And there's about 2 corners, like you said.
Yeah, that's the main saving grace for Iwaki, that he doesn't
And he's
really need
lifting
the tires.
as well.
Yeah, he's low on fuel. I keep seeing the yellow flood appear.
And he's lifting and coasting partly for tyre wear, I would imagine, as well.
Mihai is at this point 3.5 seconds back from Edwin, so he won't get him. But he's not actually that far off. He's a lot closer than I thought he would be.
Yeah, like, he's in range if Edwin makes a mistake, which I'd say is unlikely.
If Edwin blows up on the last lap, Mihai will get him.
Yeah,
Even if he blows up like after
That's cool.
Ascari.
Yeah.
Once again, he works 356
Burning the full battery.
kph to turn 1.
But again, he backs out. I don't know why he's going to burn so much battery just to back out every time. Like, what's the plan? If you're going to want to be behind, then save battery while you do it, surely. But he's still
Do you
close.
know the definition of insanity, Ewek?
Yeah.
He's tried that same attack like 5 times now, just save the whole lap and then burn everything toward T1.
Aussie's 3 seconds. And that
That's
is
potential.
all Pix needs to do.
7.
Because now he's got that P5 anyway, doesn't need to overtake him. Because 3 seconds on the penultimate lap for Aussie, and now sitting
not
behind is all
necessary.
Pix needs. It's the
He
Pix
had him in
master
the
plan.
back.
Yeah,
Why take that much risk on track limits?
master plan from Pix, just force him into getting a little bit scared.
Mihai has 5%
Another 2-0 Pix P5 race.
Yep. And doing pretty much nothing as Flavors, and he's starting the final lap in the race lead from 11th on the grid.
Just keep it calm, mate.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
do nothing P1 seems rude, but it's true. He
Yeah.
went from 11th to 1st by doing nothing.
He just kind of got there at the front, and then he's won.
Like, if you come out of a Division 3 race and no one is talking about you, you've done well.
Yeah.
Because you haven't done something wrong.
He
Second,
just came from nowhere.
Tires.
Finished
And
P1.
nearly
Done.
won. It was amazing.
It's a great win by Flavor, like
Wow.
a very well-deserved win, and a
Yeah.
win that he really needed as well. Very good
Mihai's
point in
close,
the
to
championship
be fair.
fight.
Mihai's only 1.7 from the back of Edwin.
Well, yeah, one more lap and Mihai would be in the fight for P2 here, but
Yeah, Edwin
But I
taking it
think-
very safe at this stage, I think. No point risking it. Mihai's not going to get you.
But I think Mir says probably would have died next lap.
on Flavor's being so gentle on the brakes.
Yeah,
You saw
fair
in
enough.
Toscari, he wasn't going above like 60% brake pressure.
No point. Just play it very safe. Don't let the tyres even get close to 80. I don't know what they're looking like, but here come Flavors into Parabolica on the final lap. And yeah, from 11th on the grid, after the sprint going wrong, with the tyre strategy, he crosses the line to win in Monza. And takes the main race home. May not have got the sprint as Edwin shunting into the wall there as he crossed the line. He takes P2, having won the sprint. Mihai in third. Viro gets fourth. Ossie's going to cross the line in fifth, but with that 3-second time penalty, it's going to be Pix who inherits that position. Jonathan's crashed on the final lap, but he was outside the points anyway.
Jonathan!
Marcello across the
That
line.
would have been your first time in
P7.
like a year actually finishing a race, you knobhead.
Bazooka gets P8.
2 corners to go.
I think. No, he does keep that P8 with, I forgot. Always P9 and P10. I forgot already.
Lucas, I think.
No, Lucas retired. Was it Bazooka? No, Maxi finished P10.
Oh god.
With Jonathan P11 having crashed on the final
That's
lap.
green.
Then Lucas, Alex, Action Rick, and Harley all not finishing the race. Did I say Alex G? I might have forgotten them. But apparently Mihai was tyre saving in that race.
What?
Why
What?
you're on a 2-stopper?
Apparently he
Why?
was tyre
What do you
saving.
mean you're tire saving?
How? You tires were 4% better than Flavors.
Apparently he was tyre saving. 'Cause
Never.
he said he pinged Edwin and Flavors and said, how did your tyres survive? Flavors responded with tyre saving. And then Mihai said, yeah, I was too.
If that was Mihai tire saving, what does it look like he's pushing?
It's a thing.
This is just the same thing in terms of tyre wear. Oh, that was something, and there was quite the, quite the chaos, especially in the sprint. I don't know whether the results will change in the stewards' room, whether how much they'll change if they do.
I think they do.
Yeah, I suspect they probably will, but I don't know how much will change. But yeah, Italia Grand Prix then. Had the sprint that feels like about 2 hours ago. To be fair, it was close to an hour ago, I'd imagine, from here, because it's 9 now.
Yeah, it's 9:05.
Yeah, so
Yay.
sprint would have been probably about an hour ago. Yeah, that feels like so long ago. Obviously, Edwin winning that one, just taking those mediums, like the 10 laps or so that he did on them. And then, yeah, Flavors in the main race. From 11 to first, not really doing all that much, just kind of drove faster than everyone else. To be honest. He just won by being faster, and then he just had it comfortably in the bag once he broke the DRS to Edwin, so, fair play to him. And he'll hope to keep that momentum going after, and now we are in the new year. I don't know if either of you have anything more to say.
Congratulations to Flavors. And congratulations as
Yeah.
well to Edwin. Great
Yeah.
weekend for him. P1 sprint, P2 in the main race.
I think Flavors
Nothing to complain about for him.
I think Flavors will be second in the championship now after that, looking at the standings. He's only 8 behind Viral. So yeah, unless Viral gets enough points in the sprint. I don't know. It'll be close. Flavors might be
9
up
points?
to second. Yeah, Mihai's championship will lead up to, I don't know, probably about 30. That's basically what it was before.
Yeah. Edwin is basically fourth.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you get the sprint race as well. Just chuck some more points in the mix. Yeah. So, I think that's basically all we have today. And tomorrow, we've got Division 2 doing the same thing. And then on Saturday, we've got Division 1. But Gabri's not going to be there, so we won't get a stream, will we? Which is a shame. Because that should be...
Yeah. Unless someone else wants to,
Yeah.
but unlikely. But yeah, we'll have to stream tomorrow for Division 2. I'll be there for that.
Yep.
Connor will be there for that.
Should be Probably a slightly toned down
Yeah.
version of this. That'd be my expectation. Slightly less.
Honestly, I kind of hope
chaos.
for rain sprints and I don't know driveways. So no one knows what the case is.
Yeah. But yeah. That'll be it for tonight. And hopefully we see you tomorrow, if not next week as well, for more Division 3 action. But yeah, hope to see you at some point in the future. And good night.